Steve, we obviously caught up after Saturday's game and wasn't the best atmosphere around the camp, but I think it's fair to say that tonight in training, Tuesday as well, there's been a great buzz back amongst the players, hasn't there?
There has. It's a fantastic reaction. I mean, you asked me on Saturday, was there any positives to take away? And when I've watched it back now, I think the pause probably tells you, was there any? But no, I think what people have got to remember is we are a new team, a new management team. We brought in 15 new players in the summer. We certainly aren't going to gel straight away, and we're going to lose football matches. We really are. And you know, was we the only club on Saturday that lost a football match? No, we weren't. Sometimes it's the manner of the performance, but when you look at it back, actually, we just seem to be the mass of our own downfall at the moment, and that's stuff that, as long as you know that you can put right, and you're not sat there thinking, I feel that we're out of our depth as a management team, have we got the right players, we're not good enough. I never once thought that, even when I left the ground. I didn't stress over the weekend. I went home and had a great weekend with my family, and I've had a spring in my step since Sunday when I woke up, concentrated on trying to get a result against Blyth, because the feedback I got from the players in our first training session back on Tuesday really set the tone for this week, and we've gone into tonight. It's been brilliant, and I think you know, as long as our lads understand that there's a job to do for the club, there's expectations and little targets that we've set as a club, and as long as they meet them come 42 league games, we're going to be happy. Did we come in to win the league? Probably not. We all want to win the league, of course we do, so does all the other league teams. But realistically, we're going to lose football matches. It's just how we bounce back, and now you prepare for that bounce back.
And you told me in the week that you had a number of calls from the players over the weekend talking to you about the performance. You must have been pleased with that type of reaction from the players that we got in. Maybe underlines the type of characters that we have got at the club now.
Yeah, 100%. I think when you've got players who have played a large number of games at a lot higher level than Curzon, lads who have got reputations, players who we're expecting big things from, players who are quite quiet in the dressing room, who don't ever say anything, players who have come from the leagues below, who wouldn't normally say anything. I had 9 phone calls and messages between, I think it was something like 7 o'clock on the Saturday to about 8 o'clock on the Sunday. And I was just blown away by it. We didn't have a slangy match on Saturday after the game, but what we did do was have a bit of a deep dive and give everyone the opportunity to just sort of say, look, let's nip it in the bud what's not working. We've lost our last 2 games on bad performances, but it's the fact that it's hurt them and how they want to make it right, but also let me know that they're letting me down. And I just think that's unbelievable for a new team and a new manager. I've got players who want to run through brick walls for me at the moment, and they're hurting because they feel like they've let me down and the club. And I just think that shows the type of player we brought to Curzon Ashton. And I'm hoping that it's not all just lip service. And judging by the 2 training sessions, I couldn't be. Honestly, I've got one of the best jobs in the league at the moment with the group of players that we've got.
And finally, what are you expecting from Blyth on Saturday?
I'm expecting a very tough game. You know, league tables at this stage of the season, they're false. They've had a very tough start, but so have we. You know, we've also only won 1 game in our last 5. We've had a couple of good draws, but we've also just come off the back of 2 defeats, and they're hurting as well from their performances and results. We've never beat Blyth. I believe it's a bit of a club stigma. That was the first thing that they said when I got the job. You've got to try and beat Blyth, because that's the one thing. They've got a good relationship with them, I believe, with all the board. We're always welcome when we go to Blyth because it's such a long trip and we look after them. Obviously, in the circumstances that we're in now, it's going to be difficult in terms of the typical hospitality. But on the field, it's always been a tough battle and we've never won. So first and foremost, it's a tough opponent that we've got to beat. They're going to be looking to get a result. And football tells you, after so many losses, you start winning games. They're due a win soon. So we've got to make sure that we bounce back and concentrate on us. We can't look at all the outside stats. We've just got to make sure that we're reacting from last Saturday. Take on board what we've done in training Tuesday and Thursday. And then we're going to be playing a very tough team that are also wanting 3 points. They're not going to come here and let us just stroll about the park. We've got to just literally play the game on Saturday. The ugliest game of football that you've ever seen, which is all the hard graft side of it. Roll your sleeves up, break a nose, you know, get dirty, whatever it is, to get 3 points. And that's the kind of reaction I'm looking for to try and beat a team like Blyth, because that's what they're going to do for us, because they're going to want them 3 points just as much as us.
Let's hope that bounce back happens. Everything's looking like it will, so good luck for Saturday.
Cheers, mate.